Yeah, so looking at 2021, it is without question, e-commerce is going to be an incredibly more important channel for wineries than it has been in the past. Immediately after stay-at-home orders in April, May, and June on the WineDirect platform, we observed a 400 to 600% increase in e-commerce sales compared to the previous period. Now, that has returned kind of to the mean a little bit, but we're still 2 to 3 times at a 2 to 3 times higher rate of e-commerce sales on our platform than going into this COVID period. So what does that mean? Now that we're 6, 8, 9 months into this, it means that these e-commerce customers, these new preferences that were set are sticking around. So we have brand new buyers that have learned to buy directly from wineries. Now, there's an impact to that. You can't just kind of claim victory because those consumers have different preferences than the traditional buyers. So first and foremost, those consumers really want fast and shipping included. That is table stakes now for wineries. It needs to be factored into marketing budgets, but consumers are not accustomed to paying for shipping, and we see a drastic difference between the success of wineries that have shipping included programs versus full charge for shipping e-commerce programs. Drastic difference. So that's number one. Number two, these consumers have higher expectations on communication from the winery, so accessibility. So they want more things like chat, frequent updates about shipments, accurate ship dates. These are expectations that were set by companies like Amazon, Shopify, and many other giants of e-commerce. And just because we're small to medium wineries for the most part doesn't mean we get a pass. So that's number two. And number three is an emerging trend that we didn't expect that many wineries are going to have to make a change to be ready for. And that is consumers are just as interested in who they're buying from as what they're buying. So consumers want to make sure that the businesses that they're purchasing from align with their own principles. So one thing that happened during lockdown in the COVID period was consumers look to buy from small to medium businesses. That's great for wineries, right? Because we are all makers. We're all small to medium businesses for the most part. So that's really good. But they also were scrutinizing who they're buying from. So they want to know, for example, what are you doing to offset the environmental impact of your e-commerce program? And that's a new question that many wineries aren't going to be ready to answer right off the top of their head. Now, sure, we have lots of people that are committed to sustainable growth in their business, but does that trickle down to your e-commerce program? And this just could mean simple things like, are you offsetting the carbon impact of your direct consumer shipment? So just to recap, consumers are coming, e-commerce is here to stay. Those consumers have higher expectations than they did just 1 year ago. Fast, free shipping, really good communication. And then three, consumers want to know who they're buying from. In particular, what are you doing to offset the environmental impact of your direct consumer shipping program? So that's it. Some new things to think about. Not necessarily bold predictions, but accelerations of trends that were there that just simply aren't going away.